Welcome to Free Your Mind. We out here, we're shooting episode all the time. And today's guest is none other than Mo. Welcome, Mo. You know, not bad at all, Mo. I've been checking you out, reaching you out online. I saw all your stuff, and I was really impressed with everything that you're doing. I see that you've been shooting short films, you're doing music videos, you're doing a lot of work. I see you even shot some with the Vancouver International Film Festival. So, you know, I wanted to have you on and just get your perspective on life, see what's going on with you too as well. So thank you, Mark. Everybody give it up for Mo.
Hey, sure thing.
Thank you for coming in, Mo.
Thanks, man. Thanks for reaching out. It's good to be here. My name is Mohammed Jose, Vancouver-based video director, producer. What else? I also run a communication company. We do branding, communication services, web design, you know, marketing, advertising, all that jazz, you know. So yeah, Vancouver-based. Nice to be here. Thanks.
So how long have you been doing it for, Mo? Because I see I went through your stuff. I saw all the stuff that you were doing was so nice. Like, you know, how long you been doing it for?
Well, I mean, it's been a journey, man. I've been doing this for like, say, 6-7 years. I started off like working in banking.
Banking?
Yeah. So I was like an actual banker wearing a suit to the office, carrying a briefcase for a while. And then, you know, while I was doing that, I had this feeling, it was like an itch, you know. I always knew I wanted to work with like video, like, you know, also based on my childhood, which is another story, you know.
Don't worry, we'll get there in a little bit.
There. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm there like an office with my briefcase and everything, and then I was like, hey, man, I'm tired of working for these people, you know. Yeah. I need to, like, make my own life happen. Yeah. So, I mean, I started my company. That's back home in Nigeria, you know. Started it, but, like, I didn't start running it. Yeah. And then one day I had this ultimatum, you know. It was, like, a very interesting time. Like, my department got shaved down from 6 guys to 2 people.
At a bank?
Yeah, in the bank, yeah. So I was doing, like, two guys were doing, like, the work for the whole bank, like it was just analytics, you know, and it's a lot of work, you know. Yeah. And then one day, the other guy who I'm working with, when I get to the office, he's not there.
What did they say?
Well, I'm like, where's this guy? And they're like, ask someone else. So I keep asking everyone, no one answers me, you know. And so I'm like, the directors are asking for the reports and everything, and I'm like, I don't have this data, you know. They're like, hey, you need to get that data. If not, we're gonna fine you or something. I'm like, what the?
But, you know? Was that your job, or was it both of you guys were supposed to do the
It was
job?
Both of us, but like since he was the senior guy in the position, he had like all the historical data for the bank.
Okay.
But like I don't have that data, you know. So anyways, I did some mining, did some digging around, and then I told my boss that like, hey, if I don't get someone to help me, or if you guys don't get us like to use like improve like software to do analytics, you know, then I'm going to leave. You know?
Wow.
And then they're like, yeah, whatever. Bruh, like a week later, you know, I just put my letter on the guy's table. And it's like, where are you going to? Yeah. I'm like, I told you I'm leaving. Yeah. And it's like, what? I said, I'm leaving. Like, no, just hold on. Come speak to the director.
Is it money? Is it anything?
So like, he took his director's office, then he left, then the director, like some mean woman, you know. She's like, yeah, so what's the problem? Should we increase your money? I'm like, nah, I've already given you guys my letter. Yeah. I'm not going. And guess what? I had nowhere else to go when I dropped my letter. So
you just quit the job?
I just quit. I didn't have any other job, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I had no other job. You know, so anyways, I did that, and then anyways, I moved to some it was like a newspaper called Business Day, you know. So I was like a nice position there. Yeah. And then while working for them, I was already like, you know, racking up clients and, you know, like starting to do some small stuff. Yeah. And anyways, I left that company as well, you know, to start running my company full time. Yeah. And then searching for clients, get my first client was some like high-end gym. And they were having like their like first inaugural big event called Rumble.
Was it here?
No, still back home.
This was Nigeria?
Yeah, it's in Nigeria, you know.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
And then like, it's called Rumble on the Atlantic, you know. So it's like a boxing gym. And then we got that gig, you know, video production, shoot the commercial for that, cover the event, you know, full-on event production, marketing, branding, everything, you know. And I was like, bruh. So from there, like, you know, most of the clients I was working with wanted like, full on just communications, but I used to start pushing video, So with every client I got, the complexity of the projects got like higher and higher and higher. So from small social media videos to now bigger things, music videos and whatnot. And then the thing which was a blessing was that my friends back in Lagos, were like big shop producers. So they were working with like Burna Boy and foreign American musicians, bringing them in to shoot music videos.
Oh wow!
So when they bring them in, or they're shooting like a video for Amazon or something, when they bring them in, they started bringing me onto the set to work with them because I didn't go to school to study video. So I mean, I get on the set and I'm like, working with like directors from France, producers from like Germany and whatnot, and I'm seeing how that process goes. So I used to like take, learn on site, and then take all those skills back for my clients. And then the quality of the work I deliver for my client just like increasing.
Better and better.
And they were like, hey man, we paid you this amount, but the quality is like, it's fantastic, I'm like, yeah man, So anyways, did that, and then eventually like, I got to a point whereby I wanted to like break into the international video, film, and video production scene. And then where did I figure out was like my best location for migration to move to? And then it was Vancouver, because I mean, I said Canada, I mean, America, like, let's not even go there, with all the things that happen there, So I said, let me do Canada, and then we're in Canada, like Vancouver. So one, it's got a good film scene. And then also the weather's like, it's the warmest, so like no brainer,
They don't call us California of Canada for nothing.
Bruh, beautiful BC.
Beautiful BC, rain 24/7. Hey, I'll take it over. I'll take it over minus 40 any day.
Honestly, man. Dude, I mean, I visited Calgary like 3 weeks ago. And I thought I was going to die. Because I mean, I got there from the airport, went to see my friend, and then I had to go to my Airbnb. At the Airbnb, right? It's one of those ones that like the host puts your key outside the building.
Oh, so it's not one of those.
So you have to like put in a code and whatever. Bro, when I say 10 minutes felt like 3 years because like while trying to like figure out the lock and whatever and how the mechanism works, my fingers went numb. And then my life flashed before my eyes. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna die here. So so when I say I appreciate BC and Vancouver, I really appreciate it.
No, I feel you. I feel you. Because I remember one time when I was younger, I was going to Douglas College. One day, my homies there in Edmonton, they're like, yo, please come down, man. It's so nice here. I'm like, you sure? So I finished my class Friday, wearing my shorts. So it's like September. Vancouver in September, sometimes it's like summertime. Wore my shorts, my Jordans. That's when they had Greyhound. I hopped in the Greyhound bus.
Oh,
no jacket, no hoodie, no nothing. So I'm sitting there, I'm chilling. Everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't even know what's going on.
Because you were crazy.
So I'm just chilling in the Greyhound. I'm playing my, I'm playing my music. That time I think it was like what, Discman or something going. Yeah, what Discman?
It's wild.
Listen to my shit, and I'm in there all of a sudden. The more we get on the mountain, the colder it got. So we got to this place, and it was so cold. I don't know if it was Jasper or where. All of a sudden, it's like snow everywhere.
God damn.
Bro. So then we left here, I think around like what, 6, 7 o'clock. So I slept on the Greyhound. I was so cold. We got to Edmonton in the morning. Bro, I was so cold. The bus dropped me at the bay. I walked inside the bay, bought myself a pants, bought myself a hoodie, bought myself a jacket. I went to my friend's house. I didn't get out the whole weekend. I flew back. I said I will never do that again.
Oh, you had to fly back?
Obviously, man, I wasn't going to take the bus again. Damn. So since then,
man.
I told myself I will never go to Edmonton in wintertime.
That's wild.
Since then, I've not even tried. So whatever you went through, trust me, I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah.
So I know how exactly it is, man.
Coldest place I've ever been in my whole life.
Man. So how was it after that?
Well, Calgary?
Yeah, how was it after that when you
went? I mean, after like it was for an event. Some guy called Femi, he does this event called Sugarcane. So when we got there, did that event, came back, we didn't leave the house anymore. Like we didn't leave the house. We were only there for 2 days. The next time I left the house was to the airport.
That's it.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man. That cold is dangerous, you know.
But people that live there, they're still going about their lives.
I don't know how they do it. Like when I had to go buy some alcohol, right? From the liquor store to my Airbnb is like a walk.
Yeah.
I had to get an Uber. What? Nah, G. No. That's dangerous, man.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
man. That's crazy.
Yeah, as soon as like my plane touched down back in Vancouver, like I was like, thank God, I appreciate this place.
You probably went on your knees and prayed to God like 20 times.
Bro,
Thank you for bringing back to Vancouver.
I appreciate this place, man. Honestly, it was wild.
Wow. So how did you get involved with the Vancouver International Film Festival? Because when I read your profile online, I went through all your stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen that you've been doing a lot of them. How did you get involved with the Vancouver scene?
Ooh, that's a very interesting journey. So I mean, when I moved here, you know, I was like, I had to take it chill. I had to take it a bit slow, you know, like settle a bit and then find my way into the film scene.
Yeah.
And, you know, yeah, I took my time. Then when I got comfortable, you know, I started reaching out. I started attending film networking events.
Okay, like events and stuff.
Yeah. So the first one was Rain Dance, the Rain Dance Booze and Schmooze event. So it's a networking event for filmmakers in BC or Vancouver, like, you know, introduce themselves and whatever. So, I mean, I got there, you know, and then they gave everyone like a chance to like introduce themselves on the microphone. I think there were only like 4 of us who spoke. And then I spoke, you know, but it was interesting because like I introduced myself like as, you know, I used to work in banking and now I'm a filmmaker.
Yeah.
I had no idea that like, that's a very dangerous intro because filmmakers and producers are looking for finance people. So everyone, when they like told us like we could all talk to each other, was like almost queuing up to talk to me. I'm like, hey man, what's going on, you know? So anyways, it was that. And then I met like this lovely lady, her name is Lynn.
Yeah.
She connected me with a nice film studio that makes commercial productions, commercials as well, called Boldly, aka Filmable.
Yeah.
And then I started attending their events, you know, and I got to know the owners and ETC and people who do that. So more of those kind of things. And then with my interaction with their like with their establishment, you know, they ended up having this first time for them partnership with VIF. The Vancouver International Film Festival, you know, so they knew my profile and they've seen the stuff I've been working on and etc. And then, you know, they opened up like, you know, slot for people who are interested to sign up for that, you know, and then nobody was signing up for that because you sign up and then they'll vet you and then they'll pick you if you qualify. So like I had opened the link for about 5 days and then I was like, whatever, man, you know, and then I didn't complete it. And then the day it was meant to close, you know,
you did it.
Someone reached out to me, is like, Mo, what's wrong with you? Have you signed up for that thing? I'm like, no, man, like, you should do that today. And I was like, whatever, man.
So you did it?
And then I did not do it. And then maybe like 30 minutes before it closed, I'm like, oh shit, you know, I just pulled on my phone and I just clicked it. And then submitted the whole thing. And then 2 days later, I got an email. I'm like, what the hell?
Wow.
You know, I've only been in BC for like, at that time was like about a year or less than a year. And then, you know, I'm already like attending VIF as a delegate, which is wild, you know, because it's all
nice,
access.
Because some people don't get that.
They don't, you know, so the filmmakers I know, like at the moment, like they were telling me congratulations, like they've been in BC for like 3 years, but they've never gotten this opportunity. I'm like, wait, what the hell, you know? So it was good because it did a lot for my profile. I got to meet people from LA, all around the world, you know, like diverse filmmakers, people making film with AI and stuff like that. It was cool and it was all access and everything, you know. So yeah, that was how I did that, you know, and it's really good, you know, really good for my profile.
So from that, they've opened all the doors for you?
I'll say it's made me more available to more collaborations. It's like a stamp or certification saying this guy's work is good as well. And then more access to other like-minded filmmakers and then people in the film industry. So at the moment, for example, I had done a short film at that time. I'm working on another one which is going to be locally based. You know, it's like a genre because like my genre like is more like let's say thriller, kind of like an M. N. Shyamalan vibes, you know, so kind of like that. And then I'm also doing a commercial for a food brand here in Vancouver as well. So it's got me busy, you know. I was even at the point of saying like, should I just start working for a production company or like a brand company? And I'm like, F that, you know. So I just continue with my goal and it's cool.
Wow. So from Nigeria coming in, not knowing anybody, came in, able to open the doors for you and everything.
Yeah.
But what are some challenges that you face sometimes? Because I know it's not easy to get into the film industry.
I'll say the challenges I face is, I see. I don't think I'll say I face them anymore.
But
the challenge I saw
yeah.
that made me take my route was that in the film industry here is that everyone is waiting for their chance.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to join like a union gig, you know, and then the usual route is that you're going to be like a PA.
Yeah, you work
and
your
then
ass off.
you work your ass off. Sometimes it might take 5 years, 6 years. And some people say like, oh yeah, you know, I was a PA for just like 6 months and I got a chance.
Yeah.
You know, the guy who was like, was the first AD, didn't come to set. And then I took his position and now I'm a first AD. I'm like, right, you know.
Okay.
But in general, most people are just waiting. I'm like, so when you're waiting or you're doing a PA for like 5 years, what are you making? Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
So your skills are going to shit.
Yeah.
You know, your resume or your productions under your belt are not there. So you actually need to bite the bullet and take it.
Yeah.
You know, so my route is like, you know, start my own company,
Yeah.
produce my own things,
Yeah.
you know, shoot my stuff, and then. Bruh, like, you don't have to be a unionized person for them to, like, call you to shoot, like, for
That's
Scorsese
true, yeah.
or something.
Yeah. At least you're able to work with multiple people.
Oh,
like
yeah.
anybody that you feel like working with and everything.
Yeah.
And then, like, the short film that you did, did you write it or you directed it? How did you go about it before you come to, and how did you find it? Like, the actors and everything.
Oh, yeah, that was a good journey because that was my first short film. I'd only be doing commercial stuff, but my direction was film. So very interesting enough, like I always wanted to do like a whodunit, you know. So it's a homage to Agatha Christie. So it's a murder mystery, one location, and you're trying to find out like, you know, who the killer is. And then while trying to find out who the killer is, other people are dying as well. Kind of like Glass Onion, the movie, you know. So I mean, I came up with a concept, you know. I did the whole skeleton draft. Then I got myself a writer, you know, a friend of mine. And then we worked together on the concept and he wrote it, you know. And then I did most of the work for like production, getting all the crew together. I worked with a casting company.
Yeah.
They're based in the US and based in Nigeria as well, in London. Yeah. And then they got me a whole cast in such a short period of time. They got people to send me submissions. You know?
Was it all like, you know, paid actors or mostly?
Oh yeah, they were paid actors. I paid every cent from my pocket.
Did it cost a lot of money to do everything?
Quite.
Wow.
Quite. Yeah.
And so was that the movie that you took the movie to VIF?
Yeah, so my movie did not show at VIF, but I attended as a delegate, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, which was like kind of like stamped and like vetted by Boldly, the company that, you know, have an affiliation with, you know. So that was how I got in there. And then I, you know, put everyone together, got all the equipment, got the location. It was like courtesy of someone I know who owns a restaurant. It's a chef from Chile, you know, Chef Christian. Bless you, Christian, you know.
Thank you for the shout out, Mr.
So, got to the location, the staff was so good, they gave us espressos the whole night, and then we shot in such a short period of time, but it had to be like very tight, you know. So did that, you know, and then when I moved here, you know, I was able to get someone, Josh Santos, legend, you know. He did the scoring for my sound, and the scoring is so unique because I told him I want, you know, a signature sound for the movie that has Afro beats, and that has like, you know, a James Bond-esque mystery vibe to it. And then I sent him references of like vintage, like, you know, Fela Kuti music. Then sent him like current Burna Boy-esque songs, and then some other trending things, and then also like sub-genres for like movies like Glass Onion. And then we sent it to him. He took that whole concept and then made me this signature sound. Which is like, you know, key, only for my movie, you know. And then he called me over to his like studio, and then it's like, yo, Mo, before I even started working with him, it's like, Mo, you know, I think why you should work with me is like, let me show you this, you know. And then it's like, yeah, okay, I've seen your film, you know, I've seen the videos, you know. He talks in a certain interesting way, like, so check this out, you know, we can actually start with like maybe like a mystery stuff. He brings out his piano and he plays like mystery, or we can take it classical, plays classical, or we can do jazz. But I'm like, bro, of course we're gonna work together. Like, I'm sold, you know.
Oh, that's crazy.
So when he made me the signature sound, I'm like, what the hell, you know? I'm like, yeah, we ran with that.
Oh, so you've been lucky to be able to find the right people at the right time to make sure everything is working the right way.
Vancouver has like so many talented people like in anything. You want a lighting person, you want a gaffer, you want like someone who's going to do costume design, like makeup, whatever. Like there's so many, you know. But the thing is like, you know, everyone is like waiting for American like based productions to coming and show here.
Yeah, but which sometimes too, it's like if you sit on your butt for a long time, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
You have to go after certain things. It's just like life, right? Mm-hmm. If you don't go after it, you don't succeed.
Big time.
Because it's just with everything, all of us here. You can come here and sit on your ass, or you can wake up and make things work.
Yeah, you wake up and you see like 10 years have passed you by, you know, and you're like, what did I do?
And it's still the same, nothing has changed, you know, life, because, you know, with life, you always got to keep moving.
Yeah, like time doesn't wait for nobody at all, like no one.
So what are your plans though? Have you had any movies that's been featured in anything else, or?
No, I mean, I had my movie play, like the short film I made is currently like scouting for short film festivals around the world.
Okay.
I had my played a festival in Nigeria called Entertainment Week Lagos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
You know, so that was cool. I'm still shopping around for more international locations for it to air.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, I'm not holding my breath or waiting.
Yeah,
I'm moving on.
Yeah.
So like my next film is going to be Vancouver-based. It's taking in some elements of like the indigenous like vibe. It's called Raven Heights.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to give away too much, but like
okay, I feel
you know, like so it takes into like there's a whole indigenous story called Raven Tales.
Okay.
You know, I learned that, you know, like in my couple of months here. So I did some research and I want to do something in that line. At the same time, I'm working like, you know, I'm getting more commercials in Vancouver for like Canadian brands and Vancouver-based brands. So that's what we're doing. I just launched like my production company in January.
Okay.
You know, so with the more gigs I get for Canadian brands and local-based like brands and companies, then the people who I've met along the way that I feel like I vibe with their style, then I bring them on as like my team members to go on, you know. So that's how I work.
So whenever you like you shoot or you're about to shoot, how do you put all this stuff together? Like, you know, because I know one person being able to go here and being able to casting, lighting, shooting, directing, sometimes might get overwhelming, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, what keeps you going? What inspires you? You know, what motivates you? So like the young guys that are watching or young ladies that are watching, they will know exactly what goes into it.
Well, I'll say like what motivates me is like realizing that every day you wake up, you have a chance to do what you want or not do what you want. You have a chance to say like, I will spend $40 on lunch, or I can make lunch at home. So it's all like what you decide to do.
Yeah.
So for me, how I'm able to get this done is like, it's almost like making film is almost like project management, one, but it's also team building because you're working with people. So with your team, you need someone who's going to either do like your casting, you know, someone who's going to be like manage your production, your budget, you know, managing the schedule, you know, interacting with your crew members and making sure like they're doing stuff on time. So it's putting your core team together, you know, and that way you know that you're not stretching yourself in 25 different directions for one. And then the concept, like, do you really like your concept? Do you think it's something that you can actually say like, yeah, I made this and it's cool, or you really like vibe with it? That's two. Then at the same time, like, you know, for filmmaking, it's really like three core concepts, you know, or three core like processes. Your pre-production, if you get your pre-production phase done, then you've done about 85% of the work because you've planned, you've done your shot list, you know what colors you're going to use, you know what your costuming is going to look, you know what your makeup is going to use, which makeup artist you're going to use, like, you know, and then you also plan for post-production as well. You know, what's your editing style going to be? So when you have all that, you know, planned, then your production process is just following your Bible and your roadmap, saying that on day one, we're doing this for this hours, you know, this shot for this hours, you know, this thing for these hours, and bam, day two, we're doing this, you know. So for me, it's, you know, it's the same thing for any single production you're doing. If it's a music video, if it's film, if it's a documentary, whatever, you know, it's that same thing. Do your pre-production plan, and then just follow that. And then every single production you're doing, it now becomes like a habit for repeating those steps, and then you churn out good content, you know.
Now, how about when it comes to like funding, do you get grants or do you apply for grants? Because sometimes some people don't know, right? That's why I'm asking all these questions.
Oh,
you know, because
okay.
I know there's a lot of young people that are probably watching this that might want to go through the same route. So, is there a way people can get funding to go through their steps like that to be able to shoot their movies, or well, how do you go about it? Like,
Okay, so my trick or my process, right, is I haven't been immersed in the funding scene because I don't know. I'm like kind of like I'm a self-starter.
okay.
So what I do is the reason why my company exists is that so it can finance my dreams.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
so when I make profits and earnings from my company, yes, it goes into like paying for bills and whatever,
Yeah.
but it's primarily paying to it's existing to finance what I want to shoot.
Your projects.
Yeah, and then you can shoot stuff as opposed to waiting for funding. And if your funding doesn't come in 2 years, then does that mean you don't shoot?
That's true.
You
No,
know,
you
it doesn't
gotta
make
do
any
something,
sense.
yeah.
So you need to finance your dream. So
Yeah.
that's my process. My other process is that, you know, the beauty about shooting for brands is that they're paying you
Yeah.
to do some cool shit.
That's true. But those brands, do you go after them, or they now you at a point that the brands hit you up?
Yeah. So it's two ways. Brands hit you up, one,
Yeah.
and then you also pitch brands. So I mean, for example, right now, I met this dude called Andy, very cool guy, and then he's in touch with this place called the Leisure Center, you know, and they have these top brands like all around the world. Now we have the contacts in that place, right? They've
Yeah.
got like this brand from Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, right? The twins.
Oh, wow.
And they stock them, you know. So for example, what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna shoot like a video for that location.
Yeah.
But then we have permission to use the brands.
Oh, okay.
So that
okay.
way, like me shooting that video, you know, is gonna like put me into that luxury
Yeah.
space, and then I can use that to market to like luxury brands as
this-
your proof of concept.
So
You need to pitch the brands for like the brands in the space of what you want to work with, and show them like, hey, this is how we can do that. So you can show them either a mock-up like a treatment, or you can shoot a spec ad.
Okay.
You know, so that also tightens your skills, because you need to keep on, for directing, you need to keep on shooting. So that way you keep testing like different techniques, different lighting techniques, you know, like is it reverse dolly or something dropping, whatever. So it's continuous. So that's the way, that's the leg in.
So like, you know, at least it's good. So some of these kids will actually know all this stuff. So since you've been in Vancouver,
Yeah.
and you've been in Nigeria, what are some good things about being in Canada and Nigeria? Like what are similarities and some differences?
Ooh, they're very wide. That's a very wide, man.
You know what I mean?
It's super wide. See, I mean, Lagos is like,
It's a party,
it's a party, it's a cultural hub,
and it's a hustle too.
and it's a hustle as well.
You wake
know?
up, your back could be gone while you're standing there.
Yeah, so it's like two different things for me. Like, I mean, my lifestyle in Lagos and compared to here is very different. Like,
yeah.
I'm very well connected in Lagos.
Lagos.
I cannot deny that.
Yeah.
Like, the what I enjoy there in Lagos is wild. Like,
Yeah.
I have friends who own restaurants or own
Yeah.
clubs. So like, if I'm going out on Friday, for example,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like a special treatment, you know,
Yeah.
fantastic. So here, like, it's starting like almost starting
Slowly.
again.
Yeah.
You know, and then the vibe here is very different, you know. So it's two different scenes, two different temperatures, two different textures, you know. Let me see, what do I like? I mean, for here, I like it because it's the similarities I'll say between here and Lagos is that it's a very major cultural melting pot. So in Lagos, my friends scene, my social scene is like French people, Lebanese people, Nigerians,
Yeah.
I like people from all over the world.
Yeah.
Same thing here,
Yeah.
which is what I experience, you know.
Because here the culture is like, here so many different, diversity is crazy here.
It's diverse, man.
Yeah,
you
very,
know,
very
like
diverse.
I'm in Uber.
So
my
many.
my Uber driver is Romanian or something like that, you know. So yeah.
But that's good. At least, at least you get to like mingle with everybody else. And
Big
then,
time.
so when you go out here, I know Vancouver ladies sometimes when you go out, they're like, you know, you try to talk to them like, how's that? How has it been for you?
See, that's a very interesting question. Look, see, I'm the kind of person that I've always been the kind of person that I don't know how people do cold approaches to women in public.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of balls you guys
People
are
have.
holding,
Yeah.
but that is not my style.
Well, what's your style?
Bro, like, we have to be in the same social scene, and then
Before?
you get introduced to people. Like, I wouldn't just walk up to someone and be like, oh, hey, man. Yeah, so you come here often? What?
No, but sometimes you have to, because if not, how will people get to know you? And sometimes, the reason why sometimes your social people, if you're trying to date somebody from your social group, it always brings problems.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, you dated this person did this person did it. Next thing you know, it's like a circle, everybody going around. That's the bad thing about that.
Yeah, it is.
But the good thing is, sometimes it works.
No, there will always be someone who is as brave as you.
Oh, me? No.
Who will break the ice and be like, oh, hey. And then you bring someone new to the circle. And so I rely on people like you.
With my work, with
see?
the shop, you have to go out and meet people.
You see?
Because, especially when if you want to see a lady, you look at your hair. If you don't go say hi, she's never gonna know that you have a
big time.
You work in salon and all. So usually I have to make the first move. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes online on Instagram or Facebook, sometimes especially when we're looking for stylists, we go through, we see who's like all the stylists are posting. Mm-hmm. We might say, hey, how you doing? How's your day? You know what I mean? Like you're looking for a job and stuff like that. So that's where I come in. But like the meeting people is nothing new. I have to. If you don't do it, nothing happens.
True.
And Vancouver too. It gets lonely, it gets boring.
Oh yeah.
So when I was younger, I didn't have a problem with that. I get to meet people every day. But once I got into the shop, it got easier and easier.
Oh, big time.
And now I have family, I have everything. So I try to keep it low sometimes.
It shows you have that flair for like interacting with people as well.
No, you have to.
Yeah,
you have to, because like I'm saying, here in Vancouver, in this scene, everybody feels like they're on top of you or they're better than you. So sometimes you just have to, put your head down and shut some people down. And you have to. Because sometimes I can even walk to the SkyTrain. I can see somebody and be like, hey, how's your day? How you doing? And then I can go to the mall, like Stampton. I can go to the bank, anywhere. It's nothing new because, I've been doing it for so long, for the last probably since 2006. I've been in the scene with the business and stuff. So it comes easier and easier and easier. But sometimes though, it gets tough because the worst thing that's happening, because I went to the bank the other day. I'm sitting there and, the teller finished. I'm about to walk out. I see this lady with like braids, but the braids is like not the best.
Okay.
So first thing I say, hey, how's your day? How you doing? First thing she said, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, oh, I wasn't even talking about that. I was just giving you a card so you can come and do your hair. See her face change. Because sometimes I approach people because of the business. But sometimes some people take it the wrong way. And that's where Vancouver it comes to. But at the end, other than that, it's not really a problem at all. But Vancouver, sometimes, man, you gotta go say what's up to somebody. Get out of your comfort zone.
I interact with people. I make friends.
You sure?
Yeah.
You make more Nigerian friends or more other cultures?
Ooh, no. I think most of my friends they're diverse. It's like diverse. Colombian, Asian, Polish,
oh, that's
French,
nice.
Canadian. It's very wide.
No, Vancouver. That's a good thing about here. You meet so many different people. Mm-hmm. Especially like in the summertime when we go downtown, you meet so many different aspects of life.
Big time. Yeah.
Wow. So with all this stuff that is going on, right? I know you came with your Nigerian jersey on. I didn't want to bring it up, but sometimes I have to.
This was just, I didn't know it was a Nigerian jersey. It did.
Look at this guy, man. He woke up, he's like, yo, I'm going to the Ghana guy.
I would choose violence.
I got to put this Nigerian jersey on.
I'm choosing violence.
No, but it's okay. I always have to bring it up. Ghana jollof or Nigerian jollof, man.
Bruh. I think I'm going to take a cue from your favorite. See, the best jollof, it depends on who makes it.
See, that's smart.
It depends on who makes it. But of which I'll tell you, like, the hack I just learned for jollof rice right now is making a pressure pot.
That's true.
Make it in an instant pot, man. Yeah. It takes like 10, 15 minutes. God damn, the flavor's so good. Oh my goodness, I tried it yesterday.
You made it yesterday?
Yeah.
You didn't make Canadian jollof. You made Nigerian jollof.
This is Mo's jollof.
Mo's jollof, okay.
Bro, it was so good, man. Like, you should try. Like, and it cuts down your cooking time, like 10, 15 minutes. Like,
oh, wow.
It's so good, yeah.
I know some people do it, but you know, we always do it like the other way. You make the stew, put it in there, and then you put it in the oven.
That oven.
The oven slow cooks it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you put it on the pot on top of the stove.
Yeah, and then it burns. Yeah,
it burns if it's too hot. See, I know that. I don't even cook, but I know.
Instant pots.
You know what I mean?
Life change. That Instant Pot is life changing. It's changed my life so far. I cook every day, every meal.
No, but and also I saw on your profile, you've been making a lot of music videos. So how are you meeting these artists, or how they finding you?
Well, music videos. I mean, I always wanted to make music videos. The first one I did, I mean, it was someone I knew. There's some parts of the story, the parts of the story I cannot reveal. But anyways, we're at an EDM event.
Yeah.
And it was the morning after the EDM event, so we're on the beach, you know. And then, I walk over, I'm like, I hear this song coming from like this speaker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey man, who is this? And Tara's like, yes, it's me. I'm like, and then she pauses it. I'm like, why are you pausing the song? Yeah. Like she's shy. I'm like, are you crazy? Did you hear what you just played for me? And then she played it for me, and then she played it again. I'm like, you see? Then she started vibing with it. I told her I'm going to shoot this music video for you. So she was shy for a bit, and then it took her. I don't know.
You didn't know her.
I knew her.
Oh, you knew her, but
I knew her. But I didn't even know she made music.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like she hit me up like 6 months later, but at that time I was traveling.
Yeah.
I was going on vacation in 3 different locations, 3 different time zones.
With work or just?
No, just for holiday. For holiday. So the first location, I was list bumping.
Yeah.
Second country, I bump. Third country, I'm like, oh yeah, let's get on this phone call. And then we got a phone call. By then I made a treatment as well. You know, and then I ran the treatment by her. Presented it officially. Slides, blah blah blah. But she's like, yeah, this dope, man. So okay, cool. This is the budget I'm running for you. And she's like, okay, cool. She can run with that budget. Wow. She'll pay. Okay. So I got back. Did some work, assembled my team, got this guy. There's this famous, somewhat famous artist, Flying Bushman, Charles, It's based in Toronto,
You flew him out here?
Yeah, sorry?
You flew him out here for the...
No. This is all back in Lagos.
Okay.
So in Lagos, he had this big mansion, right? That's to show how he blew as an artist, This mansion's like 8 bedrooms.
Damn.
Yeah. And then...
8 bedrooms here.
8 bedrooms.
Yeah, in Vancouver, you'd be lucky to get a bachelor, man.
To get a parking lot.
Get a bachelor for probably like $2 million if you live downtown.
Bro, so this house is more like his living space and a gallery.
Yeah.
So everywhere there's paintings on the walls, there's sculptures, whatever. So I picked this place, and then we shot the music video there, and that's that music video you're seeing. So at the moment, I'm reaching out to artists like here. I'm talking to production houses, music production houses that have a range of musicians as well. Okay. So I haven't really put in effort to do music videos here.
Yeah, just more like short film kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm doing short film and commercials because those are quick they pay better.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Commercials,
apparently the music artists here, music video scene here is not high paying.
It's not high paying because they're all up and coming, right?
Yeah, and it's it's more like a passion project. So I won't throw my hat in that direction too fast,
But mostly
something I'm
films.
willing to explore, Yeah. So that's my experience there. But music video is an art form because you get to study references, over and over again. What's it called? Pinterest is a vibe. I don't want to reveal too much stuff, but it depends on what you know, what you study, what reference you have, and then how you can communicate that to artists, and then how you can now translate that to screen. So in that video, music video I did, I played with shadow, almost a bit of chiaroscuro, in there, working with silhouettes, colors.
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, and then also the makeup, the person who did our makeup artist, she did almost Missy Elliott, back in the day vibe, full on, and then putting bedazzled stuff on her face, and then the guy who did the costume went all the out, sorry for cursing out here.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. As long as we get a sponsor to pay the bill, so we try to minimize the cursing. If we keep going and cursing, I don't think they're gonna pay the bills for it. But it's all good. Once in a while, it's all right.
Yeah.
So do you have any advice for any young people coming up, trying to get in the same field?
I'll say my advice is if you have an iPhone, you already have a camera. Start working with that. Buy some lenses and start learning that. Study techniques. Whoever's music video or whatever film or video you like, like try and recreate that, study it and just jump into it. Because like if you keep waiting for an opportunity, it's not going to come. You have to make the opportunity yourself. That's my advice. Make something, shoot something, write something and shoot it today, next week.
And sometimes too, you know what I'm saying, is like some of the young people don't know the right pathway to go, right? So if you have any suggestions, either they should go get a job in a movie as a personal assistant, as what, or work in commercials.
I'll say.
Like that.
I'll say my advice is try and get like real first-hand experience, because a lot of people like will say they want to go to film school. They teach you what you already see happening in existence, and then you're going to spend how many years film school, 2 years, 3 years, and pay whatever amount, and then you're not guaranteed you're going to get a gig. Instead, you're going to use your connections and start working as a PA. I would say like life is the biggest lesson and the best teacher. Like jump in there, start shooting content for a cafe, a bar, a restaurant, whatever, and then if you start with your phone, buy a camera, start with a small camera, then understand what techniques go with like manipulating different lenses, and then how to manipulate light, and then build your team. So do that, and then also attend networking events, look for mentorship, look for people, locations. It's all there on what are those, Eventbrite or whatever, those sites. They all like list different filmmaking events, networking events for filmmakers, and they're free. So get in there and get your name known.
Wow, that's pretty good. And then what else, man? I know I didn't want to bring it up, but I have to bring it up again. What team do you support in soccer?
Oh wow!
I don't know Nigeria.
I don't even watch football.
Really?
I stopped watching football like a long time ago.
How
do you
come?
know why?
Yeah, that's why we get in there. How come?
So the team I got initiated into supporting was Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Yeah. And
just like because of next season, that's why you don't watch.
Bro, so like there was so much heartbreak, man. Some shades have been thrown in here. Bro, see, the losses were so much and like so many heart palpitations. I'm like, even for like World Cup and stuff, I'm just like, screw this. I'm not like watching football anymore, So like I'm more of I play sports.
Arsenal broke your heart, so you decided to just cheer Nigeria in the World Cup.
Football break my
Even
heart.
though Nigeria lost to Ghana, so they couldn't go to the last World Cup.
Football broke my heart, and I stopped watching sports. So like I just play sports. I run, I swim, I cycle, I hike, whatever. Like
Nigeria broke your heart, Arsenal broke your heart. So you ride, you swim, you do everything that they don't do in Africa.
I love it. But yeah, man, that's my love story. That's my love story with sports. I'm like, I said, like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in like watching sports. But however, recently, which is strange, I just started playing like FIFA like on Xbox.
Xbox, okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting pastime. And when I say recently, this is like yesterday.
But what team have you been using on FIFA?
I've been using Borussia Dortmund.
Why not Arsenal? You scared Arsenal might lose in a video game too, or what's going on?
I'm not interested in Arsenal. Like, what? There's so many teams in the world.
Arsenal. But deep inside, I'm a Chelsea fan. But Thomas Partey plays for Arsenal, so once in a while, I have to support Arsenal.
So no loyalty, just like...
No, my loyalty goes to Chelsea.
Okay.
I started supporting Chelsea when AC and them came.
All right.
Drogba, Kalu, everybody.
Oh yeah, that was a good time.
Obi. So, I've been supporting everybody. But, as a Ghanaian, whenever a Ghanaian plays on a different team, sometimes you have to support them.
That's valid.
But today, Chelsea played Arsenal. I supported Chelsea today. But the game was over. I was still able. Well, that one is on a different day.
I don't know. I don't watch football. Who won?
Well, it was a corner goal.
By?
Arsenal won.
Okay.
By default, but it was okay. Arsenal won. I didn't see the goal, but okay, I'm lying. I saw the goal. But Chelsea didn't play good at all. We didn't play good. For the last 2 years since they got rid of Abramovich, the team has been like, it's a downhill, uphill, downhill, uphill. But I think they actually plan and they're doing what mostly like North American sports do, buy young kids, groom them together.
That's a Wenger's skill.
Yeah. It worked. Arsene Wenger didn't work, but let's see if Chelsea will work with them.
I mean, he works like for us in Vancouver. It was good for like their balance sheet because at the end of the day, it became a business. You know? Yeah.
You
So
know,
that
they
was working for them.
Somebody have to pay for the stadium somehow,
Big
right?
time.
So you know,
big time.
in Chelsea, the owners came, they paid in about how much? $1 billion. We still don't have 2 strikers.
Sheesh.
I don't know. I don't know who's making those decisions. Whoever's making a decision, holla at me. I can find a way so we can win. You know, it's terrible. It's very, very terrible. But you know, like I'm saying, Mo, I really, really appreciate you coming down today.
Big time.
Chatting with us and letting our viewers know about you, what you do, and how you experience within Canada and especially Calgary for the last few weeks.
Sure thing.
You know, we really appreciate it. And if you have to let people know how they can get hold of you. If anybody does want to shoot or want a short film, let them know so the people know how to get hold of you.
Big time. Okay, so I mean, easy to reach. I'm on Instagram, on IG. So it's Mohammed Jose, MohammedJose. Easy, that's my handle. I respond ASAP. You want to do commercials, you want to do brand videos, film, music videos, I'm your guy. At the same time, the rest of my agency does like your website designs, your branding and communication services, which is Bainz, BAAINZ. We're on Instagram as well, so reach out. Love to chat.
And don't forget, today's show is sponsored by XX Energy Drink. It doesn't have wings, but you fly the same way.
Chee.
All right, we're out.
Thank you.
Thank you.